and welcome back to the pricing channel for small businesses. In our last video, we introduced some new terminology to discuss product profitability and pricing. And we illustrated a couple of techniques for determining the price that maximizes product profitability. And so in this video, we want to use that terminology to help us make some very useful management decisions about pricing. For example, can we increase prices and will that be profitable for us? Or should we decrease prices and will that be profitable for us? And how will we know? All of these questions can be answered with this new terminology we've talked about, along with some simple formulas. So let's go and take a look. Let's begin our discussion with a quick review of the product profitability terminology that we developed in the previous video. And there we represented product profitability in the following way. We first considered the price for a product or a service, in this case $10, and from this we subtracted the variable cost of producing the product or providing the service. And here we have that set at $4. And this gives us the contribution of $6. Now from this we can calculate the contribution margin, which is equal to the contribution divided by the price. In this case that would be $6 divided by $10, which gives us a contribution margin of 60%. Now in terms of price changes, let's talk about increasing prices first. And let's pretend that we have a business where we sell a tool for $18.59 and the variable cost of the tool is $9.25. To help offset rising payroll costs, we want to increase the price of our tool by 10%. Now we know that raising prices generally reduces demand. And so what we really want to determine here is whether raising our price will in fact increase our profitability or not. And in order to do this, we need to calculate something called the percentage break-even point of the price increase. And typically we abbreviate that in the form as shown in red here. Now, it turns out that we can calculate the percentage break-even point with one pretty simple formula. And here it is. The percentage break-even point of a price change is equal to the difference in the original price and the new price divided by the contribution and the difference in those prices. And so let's take this formula and use it with our example problem. We said that our original tool price is $18.59, and so a 10% increase in that price changes it to the new price of $20.45. As we said, the variable cost is $9.25, and so the contribution is $9.34 per tool. To obtain the percentage break-even point, let's plug in all of these values. And so in the numerator of the fraction we have the new price of $20.45 minus the original price of $18.59 with a negative sign outside of the brackets, and then the denominator we have the contribution of $9.34 plus the difference in the two prices. Now when we do all of that arithmetic, we end up with a negative 1.86 in the numerator, and then when we do the arithmetic in the denominator, we end up with 11.20. And when we do that division, we end up with a negative 16.6%. Now, what you may be wondering is, what the heck does that negative 16.6% mean? Well, here's what it means. What it means is you can lose 16.6% of your sales volume as a result of your price increase and still be at break even on gross profits. In other words, if you lose exactly 6.6% of your sales volume because of the price increase, your gross profit is the same whether you increase the price or you leave it the way it was. Now, the reason why this is important is now we can set up a management decision. And that's what we have in red here. And the management decision is this. Do I believe a price increase of 10% on my tool will in fact cause 16.6% of my sales volume to go away? If the answer to that question is yes, I think I will lose that much or more sales volume, then don't do the price increase. On the other hand, if the answer is no, then you will make more gross profit by increasing the price. What's interesting about this is the formula itself does not make the management decision for us. The formula gives us an analytical basis on which to make the decision. And so it's up to us as business owners to understand the value that our product delivers to our customers and really how much our customers appreciate that value. And so in general, if your product or service delivers true value to your customers in the terms of convenience, in the terms of meeting a serious need, in terms of solving a critical problem, a 10% price increase will generate more gross profit for you because you will not lose that many customers. Now, what about the case of price decreases? Does this work the same? Well, let's look at an example of where we take our price for the tool and we reduce it by 15% to give the new price of $15.80. The contribution is still $9.34 because we always subtract the variable cost from the original price to get the contribution. Now, if we plug in all the values to the formula, we have the new price of $15.80 minus the original price of $18.59, along with that negative sign in the numerator. In the denominator, we have the contribution of $9.34 plus the same price difference, and that gives us, in the end, after we do all the arithmetic, a percentage break-even point of 42.6%. So once again, we might ask ourselves, what does that 42.6% mean? Well, in this case, it means our sales volume has to go up by at least 42.6% for the price reduction to be break even in gross profit. In other words, if our sales do go up exactly by that 42.6%, our gross profit will be the same whether we don't decrease the price or whether we do decrease the price. And so now in this case, the management decision is, will the price decrease help us gain 42.6% or more in sales because of the price reduction? And if the answer is yes, we're going to gain 42.6% or more in sales volume because of the price reduction, then we should reduce the price because that will generate more gross profit for us. On the other hand, if our decision is no, we're not going to be able to get our sales volume up to at least 42.6%, then we should keep the original price, because in that case, the price reduction will actually lose us money. Okay, so now we have some tools to help us make data-driven decisions on some very basic price management issues. And this is important because pricing decisions are a critical part of making our business profitable. Now, increasing prices is a topic that many small business owners dread to tackle. And so in our next video, we're going to talk about how to raise prices to where we need them to be. And so please, hit that subscribe button down there so that you don't miss a single video. And I look forward to seeing you again.